Yeah, so everybody says if you start your videos off like you're walking, it helps with Albert's rhythm. It does what? It helps with Albert's rhythm. Do you mean the algorithm? Yeah. Albert's rhythm. It's on the YouTubes. They have Albert's rhythm. That's not what it is, Mark. Yeah, well, whatever. I think it helped with this one. Probably gonna get 16 billion views. Gonna get more subscribers than Mr. Beats. What? Yeah, Mr. Beats. Mr. Beats is really popular on the YouTube. He has a show on UPS. What the hell are you talking? Has got to be the most unorganized budget podcast I've ever worked on. What? Yeah, all the technology's failing, and you're just sitting there drinking coffee, like some type of a goober. Okay, man. A couple of things. First and foremost, I think this is the only podcast you work on. You don't know what I do in my free time. It's a valid point. Second thing, it's not my fault the first live stream failed. I don't know what the hell happened. I certainly don't think I broke it. But maybe it's Joe's fault. He's not here yet, so he seems like the reasonable one to blame. Why are you going to blame Joe? Just because he's not here? Yeah, that's what you do, Mark. You blame people who aren't here yet. That's kind of. I mean, this is like the third take to do our weekend wrestling show. If I go, do I have to do it all again?
No.
I don't know. Do we want to do? Want to run it back from the beginning? We could do it all back from the beginning. You seriously want me to do the Albert rhythm joke yet again?
No. Don't do it. Don't do it because it'll just be
We're
bad.
gonna do the Joe Montana nonsense about Logan Paul. I mean, at this rate, John Jones could do this better than you. Okay, first of all, man, it's not my fault that first one failed. Like, that's not on me. What about the second one? That's not my fault either, man. I don't. Let's not talk about John Jones.
Okay. John Jones.
You know what, Mark? Do the bit. What's up, everyone? This is finally Don't Say the F Word podcast live on Instagram. It is on YouTube. I'm shocked. Shocked he uploaded it. Shocked it worked. I'll be surprised if any of this works. I'm out of here. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. I don't know what happened with the first two shots to going live, but whatever. Who gives a shit? Anyway. Happy Sunday, Joe. Welcome to the Weekend Wrestling Show. Yeah, that's right. We are still live before 6 p.m. Time change. Time change screwed everything up. That'd be the answer. Is that a fair answer? I don't know if it's a fair answer or not.
Time change. Yeah, it messed me up this morning. So hey, yeah.
Yes. Blame it all on the time change. Seems like the way to do it. I don't know what else to blame it on, but hey. Feel like that's a fair blame. Now I can't see myself. Am I still here? I'm still here. Okay.
I still see you. If I was you, the best defense to say is blame Mindy.
Blame Mindy? All right.
Blame Mindy.
That you can do that.
Blame Mindy.
I'm not going to do that, Joe.
Okay, cool. I blame Mindy. That's why our typical differences.
There's multiple reasons as to why I won't blame Mindy. None of them are because I'm afraid of her. Just got to clear that up. I don't want anyone to be confused. I'm not terrified of my wife. Whoever said I was.
No, I say this. I say blame Mindy because she is the one to do all the hard wiring around the house. She put the wires together, and then that one wire was just not all the way tight, and then boom, that's what happens. So there you go.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Joe. You might have a strong point there. You might. Maybe she unplugged it.
There you go.
I didn't say that. Joe said that. So, Mindy, if you're out there watching, or if you're across the hall, you know Joe's the one who blamed you, not me. I mean, Mindy's amazing. I love her so much. She's very beautiful, very smart, very intelligent. I don't think she'd make a mistake with a wire. But hey, if Joe's saying she did, that's for her to punch Joe in the kneecaps about.
I don't even think a fist would hit my kneecap, to tell you the truth, but it is what it is. She just she really short, so I don't think it will happen. So
Shit. Mark brought up John Jones. We would just address a little bit of the UFC because neither of us watch the UFC any longer. I couldn't tell you the last time I watched a full UFC event, even though they have moved to Paramount Plus and are free-ish with your Paramount Plus subscription. I still do not watch the UFC. John Jones will not be fighting on the White House card. John Jones said that basically UFC wouldn't meet how much money he wanted for it. Dana White says that it was never a conversation, so I guess believe whichever liar is the one to believe in that situation. Mm-hmm. I don't know which liar is the liar to believe between Dana White and John Jones.
I would go with. I would say Dana White because,
You think Dana White's telling the truth that there was no plan to ever have John on the card?
I'd say so because Dana is in charge and he knows everything behind the scenes. So
we got comments coming in here live on Instagram. Boy Trunk says Jones is a piece of shit.
Damn. What did he do to you?
We're gonna throw this over to legal right now. And legal department says the views expressed in the chat during the Don't Say the F Word podcast live streams do not necessarily reflect those of the Don't Say the F Word. Also, the following comments do not necessarily reflect those of the Don't Say the F Word podcast. They are strictly those of Big J, who does not necessarily represent a person living or dead. It's just a character on Don't Say the F Word podcast. I totally agree. John Jones is absolutely a piece of shit. But so is Dana White. So which lying piece of shit do you believe? The billionaire or the millionaire? Which one? Which one? John Jones hits pregnant women with his car and leaves the scene. Dana White hits his wife on video and then tells the story like it's her fault. I don't know. Which piece of shit do you believe, Joe? Dana White or John Jones? Either way, they both suck.
Like I said, I know he got a lot of bad things behind closed doors, y'all, but I'll just trying to.
No, the bad stuff about John Jones is not behind closed doors. It's all in open doors. It all happens out in the public.
I'm trying to say it like a little sneaky.
Listen, man. John Jones ain't a good dude. That's it. That's the reality of it. I should really say this. I don't necessarily need my fighters to be good people. I don't. It's a guy who was a fighter and trained. Most of the dudes I train with were good dudes. But I don't necessarily need the baddest man walking the earth to be a good guy. Mm-hmm. So that doesn't necessarily make an impact, things like, yeah, John Jones isn't a good dude. I wouldn't want him around my kid. He's not a role model for anyone. But right up there with as bad as all that shit is about John Jones, the fact that John Jones robbed fight fans of John Jones in his prime is a huge atrocity. We miss seeing John Jones fight in the prime of his athletic ability because John Jones is a complete dipshit and just can't stay out of trouble. When you got that much money, why are you out there getting DUIs? I don't understand it.
No, you got the DUI. I say this, it's
broke people can get an Uber. Why can't John Jones? I don't get it.
I don't think
if you got money and get DUIs, you're dumb as hell. That's it. There's no sugarcoating that. You are stupid with a capital Stu.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's it.
Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe I don't even know if Uber was around back then when in its prime. I can't say for sure.
Yeah, there was something. There was some other answer than getting a DUI or leaving the scene of an accident. All that. Hey, let the legal department cover that because that's just the character Big J talking. It's got nothing to do with the host and founder. Don't say the F word. Just a character. Doesn't necessarily mean allegedly. All that's alleged.
Alleged. Okay, alleged. We'll go with the alleged part here. It's all alleged.
Yeah, so Trunks threw it in there like the White House card. John Jones is too unreliable. He absolutely is too unreliable to bank on a card that's supposed to be historic. I shared that card lineup. I don't know if we need to run through it because I don't know who half the people are. I think it's crazy that the White House card has no huge crossover UFC stars and 0 female fighters. But I digress. It's the White House card. Going to be one of the biggest UFC cards ever. As a guy who was an old school UFC fan, former MMA fighter, I couldn't care any less about the UFC White House card. The fights are going to suck, and nobody cares. It's not important. It's just not. When it comes to combat sports, the BKFC is where it's at. There, I said it.
There you go. I have a serious question for you. Maybe dear sister would know the answer to this.
All right.
Is there a toy hair straightener?
Let's kick it over to Mindy. I never thought we would cover hair care products on the Don't Say the F Word.
Mindy, toy hair straightener.
Is there a toy hair straightener that exists? Shit, like a flat iron, like a toy flat iron?
Yeah,
Trunks is letting you know, yes, Isabel has one that got at Target. Joe, it's available from Target. I thought you knew everything about Target. Target's your spot. Joe spends more time at Target than any white girl you know.
Hey, it's around the corner. What can I say? It's around the corner.
I shit you not, yo. Listen. I can tell you with full certainty, this is absolute truth. I have seen Joe shopping at Target while he was drinking a Frappuccino and with Ugg boots. 100%. I know I've seen it. And they said they don't sell Ugg boots that size, do they? What size shoe you wear, Joe?
Ain't no Ugg boots, y'all. It was my regular tennis shoes. And
what size shoe you wear? Like a 15? 13? I wear a 13. I thought you had a bigger foot than me.
I got to thank God my foot shrank.
Your foot shrank?
Actually, yeah.
I don't think that happens. Does that happen?
I had a size.
You know you're getting old if your feet are shrinking.
I I used to be in a size 15.
That's what I thought. I thought you wore a size 15.
Yeah, it was size 15. But now
man, they gotta sell size 13 Ugg boot.
Nah. I
said anything to not go to Walmart. Well, he's trying to say anything to not go to Walmart. Got 15 typos going on there. Man, this is if I actually upload this shit to YouTube, they're missing out on all the funny live chat, the Instagram live show.
Okay. All right. In my defense, the majority of people know that hey, I used to work at Target, so that's why I just go there because I still shop just to see some old friends, just to get what I need and try to get discounts. And birthday girl needed her little Target dial today.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. All right. So yeah.
So now you gotta take her to Target and buy her a toy hair straightener.
Yeah. But that's probably another day project.
Now Trunks is struggling with autocorrect in the live chat. I gotta ask, Trunks, are you on an iPhone or an Android?
Oh, he's an Android guy. I believe he's Android.
I'm gonna guess it's typos. I'm gonna guess it's iPhone situation.
Amazon too. Okay. It's on Amazon too. Okay.
There you go.
See, I just asked because
I see Trunks on an iPhone. So, man, all these years, people love giving me shit because I've been an Android user. I've never owned an iPhone. Been an Android guy forever. However, my shoot job I have a company-issued iPhone. And I hate it. It sucks. This thing's a piece of shit. We are not going to ever get sponsored by Apple. Just going to put that up.
Yeah, I got iPhone. I got the iPhone 14 Pro Max, so it's all good.
Give me Android.
See,
Google
for location purpose. Location purpose. I get it.
Hey, I'm blaming that on the internet. Look, it has anything to do with the Android device. I think it might just be the internet. Oh, shit, man. What you been playing in VR this week, Joe? Then we'll get into wrestling. I swear to God, we'll talk pro wrestling.
Okay. What'd you say now?
What you been playing in VR?
What's this?
Oh,
What's this?
we still on the little critter phrase, y'all. Sorry.
Still loving little critters?
We still on the little critters because
Shout out to Purple Yonder.
Because
let's see.
What was it? Friday night? Yeah, Friday night. Got level 21.
Holy
21.
shit. Y'all love that game. That makes me happy.
No, it's like I play it. Then she tried to beat me. This shit, I can't do it. I'm like, this is what you gotta do. Yeah. I got to upgrade to the can. It got upgraded to like a gold level. Then we got the little jelly gun. It shoots out jelly now. Not bad.
Ooh, Trunks is playing Resident Evil 9 on Insanity difficulty. My man.
Oh God, you got that man.
Dude, I tried playing some more Boombox, playing Doodles, and up in that difficulty. Dog, I can't do it.
Okay.
It's so hard.
Okay. I'll play tonight. Let you know how I do with it.
You try playing Doodles. See what you can do.
Yeah, I'll play tonight. Give you my report tomorrow about it.
Can I swap?
Yeah.
This week in pro wrestling, we have crowned a new WWE Undisputed Champion.
Boo.
Put the belt went back on a black man, and Joe's booing.
I'm booing. No. Black History Month over with. Ain't a black man no more. It's gone. February. It's gone. It's March. We're in March now. Sorry, it's March. Sorry, y'all.
Shit. 1 billion dislikes. So yeah, Cody Rhodes is once again WWE. It's still the undisputed title, right, or no? Or is it just WWE title?
It's the undisputed. Undisputed is SmackDown, the World WWE Championship, Raw.
It's got like a metric shit ton of dislikes. I don't even know what it's at. Allegedly, a good number of these have been paid for. Now,
I wouldn't say that now.
Someone said it. Someone. Somebody said they paid to get dislikes on the video. Now that doesn't mean someone really did. It just means someone said they did. Which calls into question, what do views really matter? Now, I've talked about this before on the show. I've mentioned this in other things, and there's been some folks who've gotten offended at my mentioning of this. And there are pages, there are YouTube channels, there are Instagram pages that pay for likes and views. It's absolutely a real thing that happens. I've had people go, who's paying? No, listen, I can't tell you who's paying for them. How would I know who's paying for them? But I can tell you one thing. If you go to a YouTube video and it has 500,000 views and 200 comments, something's a little bit off there.
Mm-hmm.
Something's a little bit off. If you have an enormous subscriber rate, if your subscriber number is in the millions, and your videos are being viewed 500,000 times in like the first couple of hours, and really minimal comments, you're probably not really getting the views that's being represented that you're getting. Not see, Trump's telling you. MLK, DC, Joe. Cody Rhodes is still a black man.
Nah. Sorry, y'all. We're in March now, y'all. Sorry, we're in the wit.
My question for you, Joe.
Yeah.
As we look to kind of address the dislike of Cody Rhodes being WWE champion again, do you believe that online discourse and the online dislike for Cody Rhodes being champion is a real sentiment amongst wrestling fans? Do people really truly not want Cody being champion? Not in the idea of you don't want the heel to be champion, but like they just do not want Cody having that title.
I believe it. I 100% believe that the world, the fans, don't want Cody to be the champion going in well, I guess it's the main event of night one now. So, yes, I believe it.
What do you think is the issue?
Cody got boring.
And Trump says they want to move on to the next story.
I say Cody got boring. He's your little suit and tie champion. He's draw for the fans. He's not, as you say, he's a heel, but he's not the heel that everybody wants to see. He's basically like the imaginary baby face. There we go. Since in your mind you still think he's a heel, so he's the imaginary baby face. He's not the heel that you or anybody else would want to see as a heel. He's just a boring character right now. Not making that. He's not like on the Roman Reigns level as a heel. Just talk shit real good and make you believe it.
Yeah.
And right.
As much of a Cody fan as I am, I can say I've never seen Cody be a great shit talker promo in a way that I think would work in WWE.
And last but not least, it's not drawing attention to be the main event in night one. It just like sounds bland. It sounds really bland.
Yeah. Everything in WWE feels bland. I made a post earlier, and I hypothesized that I think WWE might just be using ChatGPT to book the show.
I saw that.
Because there's no like emotion or energy in the show. Like and everything that's happened, like, well, not everything, but like a bulk of what's happened has kind of happened before. And that, I don't mean this is long-term storytelling, which some dipshit's bound to say, oh, that's untold long. No, man, like putting the belt back on Cody is just putting the belt back on Cody. But then we also have so much of what's happened in WWE. Let's just go with let's go 2026, just calendar year 2026. So much of what they've done has been done. Roman's won the Rumble. The Usos are back together. Jey Uso's been attacked. Cody wins the title back. Sami Zayn is a conspiracy theorist again. We've done this story before, guys. Here's what AI does. AI is really, really good at giving you information for things that have already happened. Now, I put it out that I thought WWE was just using ChatGPT. Half joking, kind of half joking. And then our friends over at Alt Wrestling World reminded me. A few months ago, a story came out that WWE was intending to use AI in the creative process.
I forgot about that. That's
so
true,
this week, Road Dogg quits WWE.
He did.
Now, did he quit? And this is just a theory. This is my Sami Zayn conspiracy theory. Did somebody go to Road Dogg earlier this week and go, hey, man, we know you've been working on these ideas for Mania, but we're just going to go with what the AI bot gave us, as it's real familiar and has a proven track record of working. So we're just going to do that and scrap any ideas you had. He's like, man, I'm going to head out. Like, y'all can kiss my ass. I'm out. Because, Joe, I'm half joking here. I think they reunite the bloodline before the end of 2026. They just put the whole group back together. We're going to give them Paul to be Roman, the Usos, Sammy's going to be that. They're just going to take Vince McMahon's the last good idea, and they're just going to put them back together again and act like nothing, act like War Games never happened, act like Roman and Paul never. They're just going to just put them back together. They'll forget.
I mean, well,
am I crazy? Am I crazy?
No, not crazy. It'd be good to have the original bloodline back together. But then again, what can you do with them now since you got their main feuds are like gone, like KO? Don't know if he's coming back or not.
He might be back by the end of the year.
Yeah, I heard about that, but not 100% positive. He'll be back. Then you got, and you have to bring back Brock Lesnar into the mix. Then you got to bring back kind of the New Day. But yeah, it wouldn't work out today. It was good 5 years ago. It was good. I don't think it's going to work today. Only way it would work back if they bring back Roman's old theme. Then it'd be worth it.
How would you go about reuniting the bloodline, Joe?
I'm not going to use the MTF. No MTF. No MTF.
Really? No My Family Tree members, huh?
Nah. That would just be typical war game thing. That it wouldn't work out. I need something good. I would say you need to put 4 people together and start taking out Roman, the Usos, and Sammy. I would say the best bet would be. Girl, what are you doing?
I'm scared.
What the hell are you scared of? Fight the monster.
No, you keep fighting monster. If you fight the monster, you die.
Okay. Yeah. Anyhow.
Hey, yo, you got some ring.
Yeah. Hey, get your butt out of here. Go. Hey, run. Get out of here. Go. Yes, thank you. And put the straps on, girl. Sorry, y'all.
Joe is ensuring she does not break the controllers of the MetaQuest.
Yeah. That's my number one goal right now, because I don't know how much the controller would be. So yes.
They are not cheap.
Yeah. So we'll go with that. So if I did it right, we need people to start taking out Roman, the Usos, and Sami Zayn to get them back together. I would say it's gonna sound crazy. This might sound crazy. Y'all might kill me for saying this, but I would do the Vision without Seth.
Really?
Yes. So I would do Breaker, Reed, Paul, Theory. That's what I would do.
I think that'd be good. I think it would be good.
And Like I said, without Seth, because they don't need Seth. You want to build up the future. So you're building up the future, taking out the originals. And they are the original. So that's how you get them back together. But I'll probably change the Vision name to something else. I don't know what to change it to, but they'll have to go by something else because the Vision was kind of like Seth. So they'll have to change it. Change it to what? I don't know, but I think they like going by the Vision. And
I think the Vision's dead in the wall. They're just dead. I don't think there's anywhere to go with it. What do you do? Like, what's going to be interesting? Like, who should lead it? Like, there's speculation. Oh, they'll bring back Carrying Across to lead it. That doesn't make any sense.
But yeah, that's the only thing I see it do. Like, not have them all four together, but just have them all four go after the original bloodline. 4-on-4. Well, I mean, technically, War Games is really 5, but Solo on his own mission right now, so that would be good to bring Solo back. Oh, yeah, how about this? Yeah. Okay, I will bring back Solo as the enforcer, and then the fifth one will be good for the fifth. I say Ethan Page. They trying to bring Ethan Page up from the main roster, so Ethan Page will probably work out too. Yeah, there you go. There's your 5-on-5 right there. Booyah.
I can see that, man. I can see that. Panther, welcome back. I don't know what Joe did to break the first live show, but we're back. We're talking about what the future could look like in WWE if they were to bring back the bloodline in its original form, because I'm predicting that's what the AI bot will do for them, because it's just going back to what's worked. While we're talking about this, I'm also working on seeing if I can fine-tune an AI chatbot to work as a head of creative for WWE. And I'm going to see if I can make a chatbot that'll book these shows. Is who we come up with. That's going to be a part of our show, I think, is what will our chatbot do to book the show?
Okay. If I was a chat box, first thing you gotta do, you probably gonna need somebody to open the show with a promo. That's one thing.
I'm currently trying Gemini at the moment, trying to figure out how I can build this gem to get it to act as someone on the creative team or even the head of creative. You guys want to hear kind of how I'm writing this prompt? I'll tell you what I'm writing. So I'd like it to act as someone who's part of, or maybe even the head of the WWE creative team, and pitch storylines and match outcomes. For weekly WWE shows. To do this, it's important to search the internet for current feud storylines to build upon and use WWE's rich and long history, which is all available for research. You can only use wrestlers who are currently part of the active WWE roster and check for reported injuries. You should also search for reported match cards for upcoming shows when I'm asking you to book a specific show. And I would like you to consider current storylines for the backstage segments and in-ring promos. Let's keep in mind that WWE, Raw, and WWE SmackDown generally only have 4 or 5 television matches, and the rest of the show is promos or ads. Alt Wrestling Worlds, thank you for joining us. We were talking about WWE using AI. And Alt Wrestling Worlds is the one who reminded me that WWE did report that they were going to be using some AI stuff to help in the creative process. And maybe that's why Road Dogg quit. Maybe that's why. Maybe AI may have replaced Road Dogg Jesse James WWE creative team.
But the Road Dogg is still under Legend deal, y'all. Just so you know.
Is he? He still has a Legend deal?
He's still under Legend deal. He stepped away.
So we're not going to get a New Age Outlaws reunion in AEW?
Nah, he's still under Legend deal. So I saw that yesterday. So report was he got mad because what they doing with Storyline and his friends. So he stepped down, but he's still under the Legend deal. So no reunite with the buddies, no nothing. Just,
none of that, huh?
Unless you meet and greet. That's about it.
Well, that's kind of lame.
But you gotta remember, he also was not a fan of the Unreal, which is the main thing a lot of people in WWE are mad about is the Unreal.
I mean, he came off looking bad.
Yeah. And then I think it was recently Damian Priest. He said in an interview that he didn't like the Unreal. He said that they put all this time to be like professional kayfabe, and then you watch it on Netflix and realize that, hey, we're just acting, but we're not really acting. We're putting on a show, but we're still putting our bodies on the line, and yet they just want to blow our cover. So he's kind of upset about that too. So I don't know if they're gonna make it to season 3 for Unreal, but
I think they will.
They will, but it all depends on who's gonna be behind it. Because a lot of people are not a diehard fan of Unreal.
Are you a fan of Unreal?
I'll say this: the first season, I would have been more of a fan if they would just said that how they did production with Gorilla, produced the show, that sort of thing, and not just go into the whole other details afterwards. They did if they did like a 2-hour documentary on how they put the show together, how they worked everything, how they came up with all the matches, production, timing, I've been fine with that. And basically, I want to know like how they. I see what the main thing I probably want to know is how they time it out with the commentary and the match, and how they read it off perfectly so fine. That's what the main thing I want to know. That was my main thing about Unreal. Just leave it like that.
Panther dropped in our live chat here on Instagram. He's a fan of Unreal. It just went from being like revealing the mysteries to just let's glaze TKO and Triple H. So I felt like it was that from the beginning. I felt like it was like this. I felt like it was a show done to present Triple H as a creative genius. He's not. Or if he is, then someone above him in TKO doesn't like creativity. I'll put it that way. Because I thought Triple H's NXT was fantastic. But Triple H's NXT was just PWG and ROH together with some more money. It's really all it was. But current stage WWE wouldn't tell me that Triple H is a creative genius in any capacity. I don't think he's dumb.
He dumb. He just.
But I don't think he's Vince either.
He's not a Vince. He's not a Vinnie Mac. That's the problem. But I'll say this. I would say if you look at the first year, he did all right the first year. But then afterward, it just kind of went down from hill after that. I'll give him props for the first year he took over. He did good, but then afterwards, just went downhill.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of good things, but I just think there was a lot of starts to things that didn't materialize. Like Panther says, it
Yes, the
feels like it's
ads.
TKO because the ads and people, made it. Here's my biggest WWE complaint.
Them
That's why I'm
ads
sure I said
everywhere.
this. It's so corporate that it's hard to watch.
Fix the battery, set is low. You have to change it.
It's. I feel like WWE's weekly programming is no longer a wrestling show, but a giant advertisement for other things.
Mhm.
Very similar to how, like, I don't do pop-up logos of other people's shit for a podcast. I don't do an overlay with all these ads, and I'm not telling you guys to go and buy frozen meals and shit.
That's me, y'all.
Yeah, I won't do partnerships with things I just don't want all that shit, because then it's not your thing anymore. Initially, when our Triple H took the helm of WWE, it felt like WWE was going to go back to being pro wrestling. And I will say today, a lot of the in-ring stuff feels pro wrestling at times. Like, I don't want to say a lot, but there's like the U.S. title stuff feels like pro wrestling. But WWE was sports entertainment for so long, and Triple H made NXT was a pro wrestling show for pro wrestling fans. And we thought, son of a bitch, he's going to do it with main roster WWE. And that's not the case. In 2.5 hours of Raw 2 weeks ago, we had 31 minutes of pro wrestling. 31 minutes. The rest of the show was in-ring or backstage promos and advertisements.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm not here to watch commercials.
Yeah, them 3 to 4 minute commercials are killer.
Yeah. And it's always at the worst times.
Mm-hmm. But I kind of get why they add the ads in there, because they said they never done a fully non-commercial show, so they wouldn't know when to stop. But it's Netflix, so Netflix is like, hey, we'll give you some commercial, but just do whatever for X amount of money. Yeah, them promos backstage when they do the commercials, you gotta watch it online to see who who's had an interview. That's the sucky part about it. I'll just say this. Only thing I don't like about the Netflix and Raw is they got unlimited time, but they choose to do everything within 2 hours, or we'll just say 2 hours and 30 minutes. Sometimes they go a little bit more than 30 minutes, but a majority of it's like 2 hours. It's unlimited. I mean, if they could do a 3 hour SmackDown, perfectly fine. They could do a 3 hour Raw, which I don't see what the big deal is, but I get SmackDown got a little bit more wrestlers than Raw, but still, they could make it work for 3 hours. But they just don't want to. They just want to have two people stand off, 15-minute promo, wrestle. We'll say an 8 to 10 minute match, then another 5 to 10 minute promo. Then you got the little squash match, which is about what, less than 5 minutes. Sometimes don't even ring the bell. Sometimes it's squash. Just saying. Then you go to your next your Michael Cole commentary, doing that little talking about what happened earlier in the day. Da 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 da. Then, boom, you got your next little good match that should have been like the main event, but it's the match. And that's probably about another A 10-minute match. Then your main event. It's somewhat maybe. Well, let me rephrase that. Then your main event takes up like the 5-minute commercial break. Then you see the intro coming in. So that's will last that's at least the main event, mostly about 15 minutes at least.
Yeah. Man, it's really hard the way like WWE has really perfected the production of a wrestling show for sure. They have a very kind of regimented way they structure shows. Usually, it's promo, match, promos, match, video package, main event. Like it's just a structure they have. But in that, man, I just feel like nothing ever happens. Fans are just gonna stop watching whenever Roman makes his entrance with the Zoo Bros or the Frosted Flakes mascot. Man, Vince would have done that shit. Remember, Vince had The Miz get attacked by zombies once for a movie tie-in.
Oh, that was at WrestleMania. Was it WrestleMania?
That was at a Mania. You're right.
Yeah,
that was
him and John
that
Morris.
2020?
Yeah, him and John Morris versus Damian Priest and somebody else. And it was for an upcoming movie.
Some Dave Bautista movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that was a bastardizing WrestleMania doing that kind of shit, in my opinion.
Oh, they had to do something because that was the whole COVID area. So, can't be mad about it.
So.
And results are in, y'all.
I just had Google Gemini book tomorrow's Raw. I will tell you, I have not looked at what the preview is for Raw. Generally, that's our Monday show. We could talk about this today, or we can save this for tomorrow.
Do it now. Get out the way. If you do it tomorrow, then everybody will think you didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a ton of stuff to recap for the week of wrestling. We can still get into that a little bit, but I mean, anyone out there who wants to check online to see if this is an accurate match setup for what I've got booked here. But okay, so here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. This is according to the Don't Say the F Word podcast AI writing team for WWE weekly programming. This is our booking of Monday Night Raw for Monday, March 9th, 2026. You guys ready? Here we go. Opening segment. It's going to be the chaos of the vision. The show opens, not with music, but with footage from last week of LA Knight driving the ambulance away with a mangled Heyman. Logan Paul and Austin Theory storm to the ring looking disheveled and furious. Logan demands that Adam Pearce come out and explain where Heyman is. Instead, Seth Rollins' music hits. He doesn't come to the ring, but instead he appears on the Tron from an undisclosed industrial location. The promo. Seth laughs, saying that the vision was a nightmare that he had to wake up from, and he tells Logan that WrestleMania isn't about titles anymore, it's about a cleansing. The twist, LA Knight's music hits, he enters through the crowd, tells Logan that Heyman is exactly where he deserves to be, the Yeet Yard, and this leads to a massive brawl, which Adam Pearce breaks up by announcing a tag team main event, Logan Paul and Austin Theory versus the Usos. I don't know how that ties in necessarily, why LA Knight would then cause it to be an Uso tag match. I don't understand that, but hey. First match of the night is a women's Intercontinental title gauntlet. Io Sky versus Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria. versus Ivy Nile versus Asuka versus Raquel Rodriguez.
Hold up. It knows about the gauntlet.
Is that a match for tomorrow?
They're supposed to start a gauntlet match
I
last week.
didn't know this was going to be it. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay,
last week, AJ Lee announced that they're going to have a gauntlet match for the winner to fight her for the title.
Oh, I didn't see that last week. I didn't see that on Raw.
Oh, you see that? Okay, yeah. So
Okay. It says key moments of this match will be. Oh, it also says AJ Lee is going to sit ringside and do commentary during this. Is how this is booking it. Key moments should be that Lyra Valkyria starts off hot and eliminates Ivy Nile. Asuka enters and tries to use the mist, but Kairi Sane, seeking revenge, appears on the apron to distract her. Bayley and Io Sky are the final two. The finish, Io goes for the Genius of the Sky, but Bayley rolls out. In a desperate scramble, Bayley hits the Rose Plant to secure the win. The aftermath, Bayley and AJ Lee have a respect face-off, and the fans are ready for the veteran clash at Mania. The winner is Bayley.
Dang, that's believable. That's believable.
Backstage segment, Penta is shown backstage with the Intercontinental title. He's approached by Dominic Mysterio, who is wearing a neck brace and looking really pathetic. Dom claims he wasn't 100% and demands a rematch. Penta simply stares at him and does the Seattle Miedo sign and then walks away. And that sets up the rematch clause for next week. Match 2 of the night is OFMA versus Rusev. The story is just two big, meaty men slapping man meat, and it's just what this says. The finish, they trade power moves for like 8 minutes. Rusev locks in the accolade, but Obafemi powers out an incredible feat of strength. Femi hits a massive pop-up power bomb for a final statement victory. Obafemi defeats Rusev. Then we have an in-ring segment, the burying of Roman Reigns. CM Punk comes out to a deafening ovation. He addresses his comments about burying Roman next to his father, and the arena goes dead silent. The promo, Punk says he isn't a special attraction like Roman Reigns, that he's the Grim Reaper of reality. The interruption, Roman enters through the crowd, no bloodline, just Roman Reigns. He looks colder than usual. He doesn't get in the ring. He stays on the floor and says, "You talk about my father. My father built the ring you're standing in. At WrestleMania, I'm not just taking your title. I'm gonna take your legacy and your career."
Okay. Downside. Roman don't come till next Monday.
So we have a hiccup. So maybe that's Roman's approach the following Monday. But again, this is booking it how it would book it.
It's good though. I like it. It's good.
It says the hook. During this, it gets interrupted by Gunther, who stands at the stage looking at both men and doesn't say a word, but the implication is clear that the winner at Mania will be facing Gunther down the line. Main event, the Usos versus Logan Paul and Austin Theory. It's going to be a high-paced tag match. Jimmy and Jay are back in sync, operating like the greatest tag team in history. The finish, as Jay goes for the Uso splash, Logan Paul tries to use his brass knuckles, and suddenly the light flickers. Oh, I love this! The lights flicker, and Danhausen appears on the apron and curses Logan Paul. Logan Paul trips and falls into a super kick from Jimmy Uso, followed by the Uso splash from Jey Uso. The winner, the Usos. The closing shot as the Usos celebrate. Seth Rollins appears in the crowd behind Logan Paul. He doesn't attack. He just stands there, ducked in the crowd as they sing his song. The show fades to black with the visual of a paranoid Logan Paul looking for the vision in every corner of the arena. I like that ending so much better than what WWE is probably going to give us.
Mm, okay. Ooh. I'm trying to figure out how you put Danhausen into that.
I don't know, but I love it. Panther said this is the greatest Raw ever. It might be the greatest. This could potentially be the Raw. I would love this Raw. This would be a really good episode of Raw.
Yeah. Okay.
This is incredible.
Yeah, because I do know the AJ does got that gauntlet for the
I didn't even
women's
know there was a
division.
match coming out. So,
Oh yeah.
dude, if they had Danhausen and they cost division a match with the Usos, that's a unique. Like they could really use Danhausen in a very fun way. Just have him cursing people for no damn good reason.
He just cursed the Miz Friday.
Did he end up cursing the Miz?
Yep. Because the Miz didn't want to, be his mentor. And then he said, well, Miz, if you don't, he does a little speech. If you don't want to train me, then you've been cursed. And then he disappeared.
Yeah. Bro, I don't know. Maybe AI can book WWE better than Triple H.
It was very believable.
He did curse. Danhausen did curse Dom, and Dom did lose the IC title. I don't know, man. I think I would enjoy what I got from this AI bot more than what's probably going to happen. Now, I'm curious as to how this will be. We'll actually look at what the true preview is for Raw tomorrow.
Well,
So
I do know Oba and Rusev do got a match tomorrow. That was announced last week. That is true. Yeah, the light flicker. That was funny. I like
the light flicker adding that in was comic gold. Like,
yeah, I thought you about to say like Steph came out with the light flicker, but you said, "Damn, that's
yeah. Oh man, what stood out to you this week in wrestling, man? I still haven't watched AEW Collision from last night. I don't know what I missed on Collision.
oh, ooh, okay." Well, I would say I'll wait till tomorrow you watch it because I don't want to ruin it for you, but
I do know that Tommaso Ciampa turned on Mark Briscoe.
that is true.
I did see that.
But I do say that my match of the week did come from Collision last night, so I don't want to ruin it for you.
Oh, you have to okay. You can ruin it for me. It's fine. I'll still watch it.
Oh, okay, all right, cool.
So, what was your match of the week?
Ooh, I definitely give it to FTR and the Rascals, y'all. That was a good match last
Was
night.
it good?
It was good. FTR and the Rascals. That was a damn good match for a tag team. And speaking of which, I was cool. Last night I figured this week I'd be special, give it to the tag team this week because they made a good tag team matches this whole entire week. But I give my tag team of the week, I give it to Private Party in that trio match. They was killing in that match too. Yeah,
man. For me, man, I really enjoyed everything about Dynamite this week. I thought Dynamite was such a strong show. We're really getting a strong build up to Revolution.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and in case you want to know, I'm going to say, come this week, a tag team might split up.
Who?
Kevin Knight and Jet.
Oh, Speedball Mike Bailey?
Yeah, Speedball.
Why do you think they might split up?
Okay, so last night, what's a good way to put it? Swerve interrupt their talk that they had in the interview, how Speedball is going to their Kyle Fletcher this Wednesday. He came tonight and told him he don't know how many times I got to teach you how to be good in this business. And here you are being a worthless You need to find the inner killer inside you if you want to make it big here. And then he got in the speedball face and said, how come he managed to figure out how to beat Fletcher and not you?
I think it's kind of a fair question. I like Kevin Knight. I think that him and MJF had a match that was better than I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean I don't like Speedball. I do like Speedball too, but I don't know if they're guys who need to be in a tag team.
Yeah, and what else is there? Oh, Revolution. They're gonna be in a trios match with Mystical.
He makes sense with that group. He really does. Like, I don't know. I think that's a good pairing. I think he fits better than Hangman did.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Spoiler alert. Yeah. But yeah, I think Knight is going to go with Swerve here very, very soon. Maybe at Revolution.
Think he helped Swerve beat Brody?
I say if they don't win the trios, that's when the cracks happen.
Makes sense. So clearly, I need to watch Collision to be able to make a fair assessment of who my match and wrestler of the week are. I did check out Ring of Honor this week. Ring of Honor has moved to the studio in Jacksonville, and it's very different visually.
Yeah, like I said, look like a little TNA mixed with NWA with the whole, like the background, how they come out to the entrance looks kind of.
Do you like studio wrestling? Because whenever I first turned it on, my first thought was, man, like, I know that online fan reaction is going to be very negative because it's such a small crowd.
Yeah.
And the optics are very, like, it's a staggering difference from what you see with WWE and AEW. Like, it visually looks so different being a studio wrestling show.
I say, in my opinion, the best studio wrestling would have been from TNA from 04 to 12. That was the best studio wrestling there was. And
so,
right now,
what about NXT though? Like NXT Black and Gold that was studio wrestling. Full Sail Arena wasn't. That was a studio. Like,
I'll say, yeah, I'll say studio wrestling a little bit better because it's not a lot of crowd members, so you can actually see what's going on better and hear what the crowd is saying. And it's smaller, so you can really see everything, even if you was in section 200, you can see everything from that little arena. So it's perfect studio.
I would like to attend one of these Ring of Honor shows. You know, I get it. Like, visually, you're not seeing the huge crowd, so it's a little bit different from what people are used to. But I enjoy the in-ring of Ring of Honor currently. I think it's really fun. And I think it'd be really cool to go to a studio. I mean, if you go to one of those shows, I bet you're probably getting like a 4-hour wrestling show because they do a whole bunch of weeks worth of shows at one time. And you're right there, man. You're right there. I think it would be great.
I got my dad get tickets.
Yeah, I just think it'd be tons of fun.
But yeah, I say I don't see nothing wrong with I say studio wrestling are the best. Let me phrase that. With WWE and that studio wrestling, they got good production skills, and some of them don't have that great production skills with the studio wrestling. So I say that'd be the main focus point of it is have the best production in the studio because even though it's small, you still gotta be on point with everything, angles and points. You gotta be on point with that.
Um, we talked a little bit about the crowd size for a studio wrestling show, and Ring of Honor is not going to have the viewership of WWE or AEW. Especially AEW had 650,000 viewers on TBS on Dynamite. That didn't include the Max streaming numbers. I don't believe it included things like Sling TV and something. It was just like the TBS. So realistically, probably in AEW Dynamite probably had over a million this week. AEW has like a lot of strong, like positive energy going right now. I liked Ring of Honor being part of the AEW shows, like going to the AEW shows because it was cool because you'd have Ring of Honor opening, you have AEW, and you have Ring of Honor closing. You got a longer wrestling experience at AEW. I do like that it's trying to set up and be its own thing, though. For me personally, I wish they would do the lighting a little different. I think it's too bright. It's very well lit, and I don't know that it's a show that needs to be that well lit, but I think they'll figure those types of things out in time. But man, I enjoy Ring of Honor. AEW is my go-to. I like Ring of Honor. I do think WWE is just really missing something. I don't like feeling that way.
I know what they're missing.
What are they missing?
They're missing excitement.
Yeah.
The excitement is gone because who's the new face? Who's the new face?
There's new guys. There's young talent.
I know. I get that, but you gotta think about it. It's like think of it like this. They did push Austin Theory at one time. Austin Theory could have been the face. Then he got injured. Then they brought him back. Then they made him look worthless like a little coward. And then he came back again. They started pushing him, but they don't know which way to push him, as a babyface or heel. Then you gotta look at Logan Paul. They got Logan Paul right. He's good as a heel. So Logan Paul, I could say, is the only one they got correct. And then if you look at how they tried to do Damian Priest, it was like, ugh. He was good. It didn't go great for Damian Priest.
Damian Priest, man, it's a downfall that should be studied. But I said it when they made the champ. I said, he ain't the guy. He ain't the one. People are saying that about David Finlay now. He signed with AEW. People were super excited, but then he signed with AEW. Like, oh, he ain't the one. The crowd had no reaction. I don't think David Finlay showing up in AEW was necessarily for that live crowd. I think there was people at home watching, wondering where David Finlay was going to end up, and now he's in AEW.
Yeah. When he came out, I like, ooh, like.
I didn't think he was going to go to AEW. I'm glad he did.
Yeah.
His brother's at NXT. His dad's part of NXT. Yeah. I thought he was going to NXT.
See, like I said a couple weeks ago, I wouldn't want to work with my family. I'd rather work with my friends.
Makes sense. Yeah. He's. I think he would be a guy who would, we're talking rumors and contract moves, but we're looking at it from a business standpoint. He's a guy who I'd buy low right now where people aren't anticipating a lot of stuff from him. People are going to be impressed by David Finlay in AEW.
Oh, that's right. They had their first match last night. It was like a squash match. It wasn't nobody. It was like outside talent, but all three of them was in the ring.
Nice.
Yeah.
Before we call it a day today, we got to think about if we're going to do any trades tomorrow on our fantasy team. We got to make them by the time Raw starts. So, got to keep that in mind. My only consideration is we have Revolution coming up. MJF is our captain. We got to consider, does MJF beat Hangman Adam Page to Texas Death? In this moment, I think yes.
I'm sticking with my gut. My gut feeling saying yes. I'm thinking with it.
So we'll talk about this more tomorrow when we preview Raw and whether or not we need to make any trades on our fantasy faction. We will also play for Win the Bell tolls. We have not had a winner at all in 2026. So we guess in first bell time, we'll see what happens there. But Joe, you got anything else to wrap up this weekend wrestling other than the fact that my AI bot they have built the best Raw ever?
Yes. Before we go, let's send a prayer out to poor Conan, y'all. He just had his leg amputated this weekend. So don't know which one.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I don't know which leg it was, but due to his what was it?
The diabetes?
Yeah, his diabetes, and he was holding off on some issue he had bothering him for years. He didn't want to deal with it, but then Thursday or Friday, he got admitted to the hospital, and doctor said we got to take it off.
Shout out to Conan, man. Hope speedy recovery. That sucks. Conan was one of my favorites back in the 90s, man.
Yeah, Conan was cool.
That Tequila Sunrise, great submission.
Yeah, that was a good move. I forgot he ever did that. Yeah.
Conan made the NWO Wolfpack what it was. Hold that line. All right, everyone. Thank you for checking us out live on Instagram. Catch us on YouTube, man. You missed a funny chat on Instagram, so make sure you follow us on Instagram. Turn on notifications, subscribe, do all that shit, whatever. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll preview Raw. We'll play for Win the Bell tolls, and tomorrow night we'll see if my AI was better than Raw. Keep moving forward. Keep your shoulders off the mat. We're out.